Undertoads. This is Derek from Classic Game Room, and you know, listen, recently I did a hardware review of a controller, that being the Dual Turbo from Acclaim. This is a wireless Super Nintendo controller, and in that review, you know, I wanted to compare it to a wired Super Nintendo controller, but you know, we don't have one laying around here, and I'm too lazy to drive home and get mine, so I compared it to the Superpad. And in that review, you know, I threw it to the side, and I said, hey, get out of here, Superpad. There's no attitude on, get out of here, Superpad. Just get out of here. And listen, I could not believe the backlash that ensued because of that. People were genuinely upset in the comments. They're leaving, people were crying, nonetheless, I'm here to make amends. We're here to review the Superpad from Interact. The Superpad is yet another third-party controller released for the Super Nintendo. What's interesting about this one is that it actually doesn't have the color scheme of the Super Nintendo. It actually has the color scheme of the Super Famicom, which had these colorful buttons. You know, there's the American version, the Super Nintendo, had the lavender and the purple and the off gray. Now, once again, we don't have an actual Super Nintendo controller here for comparison's sake, but we do have this. Oh, wait a minute. This is also the Superpad. How can there be two Superpads? There can be only one. What if I throw this one? I mean, come on, this one looks really crappy. The D-pad's pretty good, though. It's actually almost identical to the D-pad on the original Super Nintendo controller, on the real one. If anything, it's a little tighter, but other than that, it's a quality D-pad. Feels really good when you're playing it, and comes out just the right, depth. Quality D-pad. But you know what? One of the strangest things about the Superpad actually has nothing to do with the front of the controller or the buttons. If you think back to the real Super Nintendo controller, the original one, it was flat on the back. But as for the Superpad, on the other hand, I mean, get a load of this. Look at this. This is ridiculous. It's got two big circles on the back, coinciding with your D-pad and your buttons. Big circles on the back. It's like a subwoofers. If you're stuck, you're looking for a good third-party controller, the Superpad is a pretty solid option. Especially if you want one that sort of has that Super Famicom look. Maybe you don't like the lavender and the purple and all that business. Look, I'm sliding, not throwing. I don't throw these anymore. All right, we're done here. Oh! Whoa! No! Down here. Oh. No!